I've read the transcript. Is it as weird with him speaking it as it is written?
At least. Maybe weirder.
From the 700 Club, CBN, here is Donald Trump. Listen.
It goes a little something.
Talk to me a little bit about how you see God, and everything from what happened to your brother to, how your life is today. Tell me a little bit about God and your views on God.
Well, I believe in God. I am Christian. I believe very strongly in God. I think that the Bible certainly is one of, if not, I mean, it is the book. It is the thing. I was raised and I gave
Stop.
It is the book. It is the thing.
Hang on just a second. I'm there. I believe he believes in God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have no reason to doubt that.
It sounded fine. It sounded fine. Like, I believe in God. I have a deep belief in God. It sounds like he's right. Then he starts in on, I believe the Bible is the book. It is the thing.
He sounds like he's talking about Gucci.
Right. It's starting to shimmy apart at this point for him.
He does not. It doesn't seem like he understands the language that he's trying to communicate in. Like he's trying to communicate to a very faith-driven audience, and he does not seem to be familiar with that sort of the way to carry that message to that audience.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here he is.
picture just now, and perhaps you'll use that picture. I found it from a long time ago. First Presbyterian Church of Jamaica, Queens. That's where I went to church. I'm a Protestant. I'm a Presbyterian. And, I've had a good relationship with the church over the years.
Okay, stop for a second. It's really not your relationship with the church, is it? Isn't it your I've had a good relationship with I paved a few parking lots for them. I built a few buildings. I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh here, but it's not. And maybe it's what Stu said. It's the language that seems weird.
Yeah. He's trying to almost speak.
It's clunky.
He's having trouble speaking, almost like he's speaking like a businessman trying to explain faith.
And that doesn't. I don't want to judge the man's heart.
No,
because you can't.
Not at all.
No,
but
it just sounds like he's talking about building the Trump Presbyterian Tower.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And God's name is on it. My name is a little bigger and in gold, but it is the finest church ever built. All right. So then he goes on.
Religion is a wonderful thing. Mm-hmm. I think my religion is a wonderful religion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Bibles. I understand a lot of people send you Bibles. Is that true?
Well, I get sent Bibles by a lot of people.
Where are all those Bibles anyhow now?
Well, actually, we keep them in a certain place, a very nice place.
They keep them in a certain place.
And, it's very interesting.
A very nice place.
Stop.
We keep them in a certain place.
Play that back, please, Sarah. Just bring that back just a bit. You get Bibles. You get a lot of Bibles. Now, first of all, that's not something this 700 Club guy is just coming up with him on his own.
Yeah, I understand people send you Bibles.
I mean, how did he find that? Is that investigative journalism? That is a guy sitting down with the people and saying, okay, well, we're going to talk about a couple of other things. And somebody in the room saying, you know what? We get a lot of Bibles here. And him saying, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder who's sending Bibles to Donald Trump.
Ask him about the Bibles he's sent.
I don't think that they say ask him about the Bibles.
Yes, they
Is
do.
that what it is?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He's on the 700 Club.
And
he's trying desperately to relate to Christians. And one of his people said, hey, ask him about all the Bibles we get. Does anybody believe that Donald Trump has sent a bunch of Bibles? People are just randomly sending Bibles to Donald Trump. Why?
They're just packing up the Bible and sending it to Trump Tower
I've
for
got
no
this
reason.
extra spare Bible. You know who'd like this, I'll bet? Donald Trump.
You know what? I think there would probably...
That's bizarre.
Can I tell you something? I think the guy who, if he was sitting on television and he's making an awful lot of impressions on television and people are watching him and they're, you're fired. And I have the nicest gold fixtures of any kind of gold fixtures since the beginning of mankind right here in this gold toilet seat and its gold fixtures. And somebody could be sitting at home going, I got to send this guy a Bible. I got to send him a Bible,
You know a lot of people in TV and a lot of people who are not necessarily Christian types. Do any of them receive a lot of Bibles? Have you ever heard the story?
Ton of
but
Bibles.
you're somebody who talks about faith all the time. We're talking about a guy who, I mean, I've never, before this this interview, I've never heard Donald Trump say a word about faith. That doesn't mean that he doesn't. It doesn't mean that he's not a faithful person.
You oversee the archives. Do we get a ton of Bibles? Well, we don't get a ton of Bibles?
No, we get a ton of Bibles.
Well, not a ton, but we get Bibles.
But usually...
Okay, we get Bibles. 60 a month. Yeah, that's not a ton of Bibles,
that's a lot
Joe.
Of Bibles, Joe.
Wait, Joe, we get
50 or 60 a month.
Yeah. We get 50 or 60 Bibles a month?
Yes.
But you're
I had no idea.
You should see our mail. Our mail is...
Do you keep them in a certain place? A very nice place?
To be real honest with you, here's what we do. If there's no markings or anything in them, we usually will give them to like the Salvation Army or the USO. If there's any markings in them, we have two vaults, if you will, that they are being sent to. One is not really a vault. It is one of the closets, and you'll see it in our building. You've walked by it a million times. Am I wrong, Joe? Everything is being boxed up and put into archives, and then there is another place that is actually everything is being vaulted.
Now, are both of those places certain places, though?
They're certain places.
They nice
but
places?
That's the only reason why I tell you that is because I want you to listen again the way Donald Trump says that we keep. What do you do with the Bibles? Well, we keep it in a certain place, a very nice place, a place with pillows.
By a lot of people.
Where are all those Bibles anyhow now?
Well, actually, we keep them in a certain place, a very, very nice place. But people send me Bibles, and, it's very interesting. I get so much mail, and because, I'm in this incredible location in Manhattan, you can't keep most of the mail you get. There's no way I would ever do anything to do negative to a Bible. So what we do is we keep all of the Bibles. I would have a fear of doing something other than very positive. So actually,
other than very positive,
and keep them, and sometimes give them away to other people.
Sometimes.
So I guess
we get sent a lot of Bibles.
What he's saying,
I don't even know what that is.
He's saying I don't throw them away. Is what he's saying in a nice way. I only do positive things with them. I don't do anything, and throwing it away would be a negative thing.
So in other words, again, it would be. But
so he keeps them in a certain place.
It's not necessarily that he is lying about getting a lot of Bibles or keeping them in certain places, and they're very nice places, and that he doesn't want to do anything negative. It's just that his language is so bizarre.
Yeah, because I think he really jumps out there when he says, I live in this amazing part of New York City. It's like that's how he talks about when he's talking about the awesome gold plating he has on his bathtub.
Him.
Yeah, that's him. And that's the only time he seems comfortable in the entire interview.
It is.
It's the only time.
No, I think he does when he's like, and I keep him in a special place. It's a very nice place.
Yeah,
he's starting to go down. It's a very nice place. Your Bible would be lucky to be where my Bibles are.
Yes, he is.
They're the best Bibles in the best Bible places and any place in the world.
Yeah. But he says he can't store them there because apparently it's too nice or it's too cramped, or so he has to keep them in another certain place that's very nice. I don't know what he's saying.
I just see these Bibles like on pillows, with candles and incense and nice views. It's not Central Park, but it's a very nice view of a park.
Yeah, but he's doing something positive with them. There's nothing negative happening there with the Bibles. That's the good thing.
Just bizarre.
Yeah, really weird.
It is just bizarre.
Really weird.
I saw something on the Blaze this morning. There was another Donald Trump update. That he has said something else again about the birth certificate. Did you?
I can't take it. I can't take it with the birth certificate nonsense. Stop. It's so dull and stupid and boring. It's stupid. Stop it. This guy is just trying. This is why I can't take him seriously on anything else he's doing. Because he just continues to just push. He just wants attention so badly. Yes, I know I'm saying that about a guy with gold-plated names all around the city.
Who keeps Bibles in a certain place.
And a guy keeps Bibles in a certain place, but it's so transparent.
No, okay, hang on. It's not. Okay, so it's not. I'm sorry. It's not on the birth certificate. It's even worse. He takes on the Quran. And he says the Quran teaches a very negative vibe.
How is this? It's bizarre because, yes, he's getting more attention right now. But this is a guy who actually does serious business deals as well. He's buying hundreds of millions of dollars of real estate. What is going on with him?
Maybe he understands that, what is it that Mika said earlier, that there's going to be real class warfare. Mm-hmm. Maybe he needs to be one with the birth certificate anti-Quran people that want to keep their Bible in a very special place. A certain place.
It's an interesting demo, yeah.
Yeah. It's a small group, but
I'm
maybe
not sure it's a group that's going to get you elected.
You don't. No, but I know that maybe he's thinking that it is going to break down, and so he's not going to be living in a place with very nice fixtures. Mm-hmm. You know, this is the nicest place under the city. If anybody's under the city in the sewers or subway apartments that they have, this is the nicest one. Maybe I'm just thinking as things break down.
It's certainly possible.
He'll have to put the Bible somewhere else, though, because if he winds up in the sewer system, you can't put that. Wouldn't be a certain place. It's a very nice place.
No,
that would be something negative.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Remember that show that was on like 20 years ago? It was like Beauty and the Beast or something.
Yeah, with the guy that lived
Catherine, Donald Trump is down here in the sewers with us. I like the nice fixtures that he's just put into the sewer system. They're very nice.